Hi guys. This is a recorded video of what I am doing live. So if you are in the asynchronous class, that means that you'll be watching this video unless you choose to join us live, which is always an option. So let's get started. So Schoology, as you know, we're using it district-wide. So you'll find every assignment posted on Schoology. All your assignments must be submitted through Schoology in order for me to have access to them and to send them back to you. And we don't really take any tests or quizzes in this class. There might be one or two small things, but if we do, they will be using Google Forms. You will take your quizzes, and what's really nice is that you get to see your scores automatically. I don't know if you're familiar with that or not, but um, I use them all for my vocab tests for my senior class, and they really like getting their results back right away. So unless there are open-ended questions, which I would need time to grade, if they are multiple choice, you will get that back immediately. So you can also see what questions that you missed and the correct answers to the answers that you might have gotten wrong. So here's our Schoology codes. I put these in here, but honestly, I mean, if you're here, that means you already got in, but I put them in just in case. If you have a friend that's trying to get in to our class, these are the codes for period 1, period 4, or period 8. All right, in-class work. While we are remote, you will just need to complete by the due date that is posted for each assignment. That will be different depending on if you're async or if you're synchronous. In other words, if you're live or if you're watching this by video, that will be when your due date is. I'm going to pretty much keep this class on the same day, so it shouldn't be an issue. But again, within Schoology, you can see when the due date is and just, turn it in whenever it's when it's due. Okay, so there's this thing called Kinsack Cash, and it looks like that right there. Of course, it's in my school building right now, and I can't give you anything by paper, but I will keep track of what we call Kinsack Cash, and I've been using it for years. It's just extra credit that is worth 5 points. So we play a lot of Kahoots and other type of review games and things like that, and so while we are remote or hybrid or what have you, I will be just keeping track of that in my plan book. Grades. Grades are uploaded every 2 weeks. Please don't ask me to enter grades for late assignments. I'll enter them when I have the time to do so. I'm only obligated to update every 2 weeks, but I'll do my best to do it sooner. I try to keep on top of it. Um, but if you turn something in on time, don't come to me and ask me to put something in. Like if you didn't do your Lexia minutes, which I'll get to in a second, but if you didn't do your Lexia minutes for the week and then your grade suffers because of it, and then you do your Lexia minutes, it's not my responsibility to put something in um, late because you turn something in late. I'll do my best to do it, especially if you're going to get in trouble with your parents, things like that. But you have to realize that, especially with teaching remotely right now, it's tough because we are, like, right now I'm recording this lesson that I'm going to actually teach tomorrow. So we're kind of teaching things twice. And it's just a lot of upkeep this time. So, be easy on me and I'll be easy on you because, this is kind of new for all of us. So, which leads me to the last point, which is plus, please be patient with me. This is new to all of us. So, that's supposed to be kind to each other and work together. And until we can all be together in the classroom and be in a situation that we are used to. All right, phones. So I prefer for you to use Chromebook instead of your phone. There is a Schoology app on your phone, but uh, I really would rather for you to um, use your Chromebook. There are applications that I use in Chrome, and I know that you can have Google Suite downloaded onto your phone. I know I do that, but the only way that you can see a lot of my assignments is if you are in assigned into Google Chrome. So um, when we take quizzes, you'll definitely receive a 0 on a quiz if I see your phone being used. I'm pretty flexible in regards to retaking tests, so I don't want you to be using your phones during quizzes for obvious reasons. There's really no reason for it because if you do poorly, I have no problem with you retaking tests if you didn't do so hot on it. But again, reading, we don't really have too many tests or quizzes. It's mostly just quizzes within Lexia, and they don't count as quiz grades. They just um, show me what you have learned and how much you've grown. All right, so schedule. We try to follow the same schedule every week, but that isn't always possible. But on Monday, we usually do Lexia or SSI. Tuesday, we do Lexia or SSI. Wednesday, we do Common Lit. Thursday, we do Lexia or SSI. And on Friday, we usually do a new strategy. The above schedule is how we would normally conduct class in the building, but of course, this is a bit different. So until we see what this looks like and feels like, we'll hold off on creating a schedule. We'll figure it out together, what works best for us as a class. Um, and like I said, with the asynchronous and the synchronous, if you want to come into a class and be live 4 days a week, you are more than welcome to do that. All right, this year, so these are some of the things I was planning on using. So Schoology, of course, Bitmoji Classroom, that's where you'll find the buttons to get into class every day, whether it's live or async, depending what you want to do. At the end of this week, or actually tomorrow, we're going to talk about Flipgrid, where you will video yourself. You just sort of record yourself doing a short video answering questions about yourself, and you can either show your face or not. It's up to you. And then Edpuzzle we'll use quite often. I really like Edpuzzle. Kahoots, I really like Kahoots. And then I have a YouTube channel that's called Kinsak's Corner, and that's where I post all of the videos that I make, including this one. So if you have trouble finding it on Schoology, you can always go to my YouTube channel to find a video. So we will be using Lexia PowerUp as our reading program. I have been using it for a few years now. I really like it. It's better than I think, in my personal opinion, it's better than the Read 180 program. It's just a little bit better for high school kids. We'll also be using something called Common Lit. I don't know if you're familiar with it or not. If you had me last year, which some of you have, you should be interested, or you should be familiar with it. And if you haven't, then we'll work it out together. But it's really not difficult to use. For your independent reading, man, I made a lot of mistakes in this PowerPoint. I'm sorry. Your independent reading can be chosen from Epic Books, which we will get to. I think that is what we'll be using. It seems to be our best option at the moment because we have to use ebooks, and they have free ones. The problem with it is I think they're a little bit lower level than some of you would need, but that's what I'm going with right now, I'm pretty sure. So all independent reading books can be found on the reading room page of our Bitmoji classroom, and that's not uploaded yet because I'm not ready for us to start independent reading yet. All right, so my office hours. I talked to you about this yesterday, but I'll be available to you every day during my plan period. Uh, I will work and have. It says WebEx on here, but I decided to go with Google Meet. It worked for me really well um, yesterday, so I'm going to continue with that. And I showed you in the Bitmoji classroom that if you click on my office hours button, it will take you directly into that Google Meet meeting with me. Uh, Anyone can join using the code and have a face-to-face conference with me. Again, you don't need the code. I should have changed this out PowerPoint. I'm going to start recording it over again, so I'll just make changes to it. Sorry about that. But you don't need a code. All you got to do is click it. That's the reason why I used that. I made that button and created that hyperlink so you wouldn't have to do codes and all that stuff. My computer will alert me when you have joined the conference, and I'll meet you in there. Of course, I'll be working and recording videos and things like that. So just hang tight until I finish doing what I'm doing, and I'll be in there. Just continue to work on your classwork and just keep the screen up until I'm able to join you. The only time I will not be there is during IEP meetings. In that case, email me and we can schedule something together. And you can always email me. All right, so you can't ask me any questions. This is more for the live people page. But, if there's any questions, just email me. And I tend to answer them right away. My phone, I have it on silent, but I can see it. And as long as I'm not teaching live remotely, I tend to answer them pretty quickly. So that's it for today. If there's nothing else, I guess I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.